Hello, photographers. In this demo, I'm going to show you how to take your ISO field test and turn it into a comparison shot using Photoshop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my File menu, and I'm going to go down to Scripts. This is a way that we can load multiple files into one document so that we can layer them on top of each other. All right, so I'm going to go to Scripts and Load Files into Stack. Now it's going to bring this load layers window option up, and you're going to do a load your photographs wherever they're stored on the computer or on the SD card. And for the sake of this demo, I'm going to just do a comparison of 2, but you can do 4. You can do 4 strips or more. The method is the same for how to pull this off. So I'm going to do, just for the sake of this demo, I'm going to do 2 shots, one with a really low ISO, and then this shot up here I know is a very high ISO. So I'm going to click open those 2. All right, so it's going to attempt to load those. I'm also going to click this box to say attempt to automatically align the source images because I do want them perfectly aligned. Okay, and I'm going to hit OK. Now that's going to be a really helpful tool for you too, to align your source images, just to make sure that the images that you've taken between the different ISOs are perfectly aligned. Okay, so it's done its job already. You'll notice on the right layers panel that I've got 2 shots. Okay, 1, 2. If I can click the eyeball there, I can hide one to, so you can reveal the other one. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to click the top one. All right, so you can notice that it's highlighted a lighter gray. That means it's an active layer. Now I'm going to take my rectangular marquee tool, and I'm going to draw a rectangle over half of the image, just like that. Okay, so you'll notice on the right-hand side, you've got these marching ants selection tool on the right-hand side of the image. And from here, you're going to go to either here, underneath the image. It's the same menu over here. This button right here, which is add a layer mask. Okay, so I'm going to add a layer mask like that. And what happens there is it masks off half the layer. So if you look closely, now there is a division between, on the right-hand side is ISO 100, and on the left-hand side, you can see because of the graininess, there is ISO 12,800. All right, so there's the difference between them. If you want, you can go into your rectangle tool or line tool and select a line tool. The options show up along the top. So I'm going to change a fill and stroke to be red. I'm going to change it back to a solid line, and we'll play with the density of it by going to grab my cursor and bring it up to the middle. I'm going to hold down my shift key because that constricts it to being a straight vertical line, and draw a line from the top of the bottom of the image. Okay, from here, I can adjust here. So I can bring the line up, and from there, I can click away, and you can see that red line. That just makes the distinction more clear between the 2 sides. Okay, so there you go. At this point, you're able to go back to your layers panel, and I'm going to click into the menu here, and I'm going to flatten my image because I want to take this and turn it back into a JPEG. I'm going to go up to my file, save as. I'm going to save it on my computer, and I'm going to call it ISO field test comparison. Already saved as a JPEG like that. If it isn't, you would change the format here from whatever format it is, Photoshop, down to JPEG. That's really important in order to be able to share that back onto Google Photos. And then I'm going to hit save. All right. I did this one earlier, so I'm going to hit replace. You probably won't have that. And then bring the file size always up to maximum and hit OK. And so at this point in my folder here, I've got ISO field test comparison. nice big image here. I'm going to click and open it up, and it opens up in preview. You can see the difference. Wow, look at the difference there between the right-hand side, which is so smooth and crisp. That's ISO 100. And then on the right, there's a high ISO with ISO 12,800. There, so you can take that comparison and put it into your shooting challenge album as a good comparison between the two. Give it a try.